Hello, guys. What is going on? What is going on, guys? How are we doing? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It has been a very productive Monday for me. So I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm a little bit tired. I've worked out a couple times today and I've gotten a lot done. I've been very productive. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in my real life, non-YouTube related. So that's also got me a bit more tired than usual. So the growth that we're live over on Discord, which by the way, if you have not seen the link in the description box on how to join the Discord channel, you're missing out. You're missing out. Yes, you are. Absolutely, you're missing out. But what is going on, guys? How are we doing? What is happening? How is your Monday? How was your Monday? Hopefully your Monday's been as productive as my Monday has been. I've had a great time. I went for a nice run. I yeah, I went to a nice run. I'm just really happy. I'm really happy about my day today. I feel like I can finish off starting this week off with really good energy. And that's really important. It's all about setting the tone, right? I love a good cup of tea, honey. I do. I truly do. Mm, that is good. That is good. Oh, yeah. So we've got some shit to get into tonight. And it's some shit that I've been talking about for a long time. It's things that have gone on for a long time, but the media just don't report on this shit. But it looks like the media is reporting on some of these things, which I find to be really interesting. I find it to be very interesting timing. But before we do that, we're gonna start in on the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. Today is the 18th. Kind of a shorter entry today. But that's okay. The title of today's entry, May 18th, is How You Do Anything is How You Do Everything. I'll say it again. How you do anything is how you do everything. Pay attention to what's in front of you, the principle, the task, or what's being portrayed. Marcus Aurelius Meditations 8.22. It's fun to think about the future. It's easy to ruminate on the past. It's harder to put that energy into what's in front of us right now at this moment, especially if it's something we don't want to do. We think, this is just a job. It isn't who I am. It doesn't matter. But it does matter. Who knows? It might be the last thing you ever do. Here lies Dave, buried alive under a mountain of unfinished business. There is an old saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. And it's true. How you handle today is how you'll handle every day. How you handle this minute is how you'll handle every minute. I have been really meditating on this specific notion in this passage because I have been getting caught up on the future a lot lately. And I think it has been almost a bit paralyzing in a way. When you have so many things happening in the future, it can be overwhelming and it can be, I guess, a bit jarring, right? And I think the only word that comes to mind is paralyzing. It definitely is paralyzing for me. Wait, give me a second, guys. Let me make sure that things are okay. Okay, no, we're fine. And so, yeah, it's things have been. I'm really trying to focus on the present, what's in front of me. How can I act today? How can I make an impact now? Like focus on the things I have control over, because at the end of the day, you don't have any control over the past. It's already been done. And you don't have any control over the future. There's too many variables. But you do have control over what you're doing right now, this second. And so a little bit more focus on that will ensure that you create a good past and that you create a good future, right? It's the actions in the present that allow a decent past and future, right? So those are my thoughts on that. Now let's get into the main story of the night. Welcome to the Cho Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like the channel, like the video, or if you don't like it, dislike it, right? Because they both mean the same thing in terms of the YouTube algorithm. So either like the video or dislike the video. But don't just leave the video without doing anything, okay? Engage somehow, okay? So today we are going to be covering a topic that is very, very important. It's one that's been covered up for a long time. It's been something that we have not wanted to acknowledge. But we're talking about Christians being attacked over in Israel. Again, this is not new information. But I feel like we're just now entering a phase of society where it's okay to talk about these issues. And so I'm going to talk about this shit. Okay. I find it to be very important. But before we get into the main video, I want to say that this video does not belong to me. This belongs to NBC News. Okay. This is copyrighted material. I'm going to be commenting, reviewing, and critiquing. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get right on over to this video by NBC. I'm just so shocked that NBC is even covering this story. It's a 7-minute story. We're gonna watch the whole thing through with a few bits and pieces of commentary in there. Let's move my face so that you can see what is going on. But yeah, let's start the video. Let's start the video. This video can't be viewed. Okay, girl, then we'll watch it on YouTube. The fuck? What is going on? Duck, duck. Okay, that's fine.
On April 28th, a French nun was walking near the ancient walls of Jerusalem's old city when a man closed in and threw her to the ground. The accused Jewish extremist turned back to kick her until he was confronted and kicked by a bystander. The incident went viral on social media and was condemned by Israel. But I wondered how isolated it was.
Wow.
Dozens of security videos and interviews with Christian leaders and a Jewish activist suggest attacks are on the rise and frequent.
They're routine.
Especially in the old city. I spoke with Benedictine nun Sister Mary Magdalene, who has lived near Jerusalem for 30 years and regularly visits the old city.
How do you feel now when you come?
Now, when you come here,
yes,
I am always quite afraid.
Afraid?
Oh,
yeah,
it's terrible.
Like, you know what happened to the sisters. I'm aware that could happen to me tomorrow. Or
So do you behave a little differently somehow?
I'm careful. I'm careful.
But it's not that you can hide your appearance. I mean,
No.
you're quite
She's so
recognizable.
humble
So
about
how
the
do
whole
you-
thing, right? She doesn't want
Well, I look
to
around.
create fear. You
Look
can
around
tell.
Yeah,
to see if
yeah,
anyone is.
yeah.
It's windy today. Just to see if anyone is what, approaching you or coming too close or.
It's just an inner feeling.
Israeli police arrested the man
Terrible.
who attacked the French nun in April, identified as a 36-year-old Israeli settler from the occupied West Bank.
Of course, an
He's facing
occupier,
charges of
a
assault
settler.
motivated by hostility toward a religious group. Israel's foreign ministry posted on X, this shameful act stands in direct contradiction to the values of respect, coexistence, and religious freedom upon which Israel is founded and to which it
Really?
remains deeply committed. Adding Israel is also committed to ensuring that Jerusalem remains a city where every community can live, pray, and practice its faith.
But can
safely
Christians
and
live
dignity.
there?
But
Can Christians
are
live there?
nonetheless leaving, while the Jewish
Yeah.
community grows. Government
Terrible
figures
shit.
show that a century ago, Christians made up a quarter of Jerusalem's population. Now, it's less than 2%. And a 2025 study found many are considering leaving the region because of political
Of
or social
course.
pressures and security concerns.
Do you feel that this is an attempt to push Christians out?
Maybe, yeah. In
Bless her
situations
heart.
like that, I feel that I'm not welcome here. On the other side, we have so many friends who say really the contrary, who help us.
Yiska Harani is one of them. She's the director of the Israel-based Religious Freedom Data Center, which tracks attacks on Christians and promotes interfaith coexistence. She says spitting and other insulting and aggressive acts happen daily.
Who's encouraging
Terrible.
this?
I would say that the fact that the education system ignored completely anything that has to do with Christianity, therefore ignoring Christian presence here, Christian relations with the world, Christian pilgrims, that brought greater awareness to all the bloody history of Jews in Christian lands.
Harani collects videos. Jerusalem is full of security cameras of priests, nuns, Palestinian Christians, and Christian visitors being spit at, harassed, and Christian sites being desecrated.
Terrible.
Harani says she raises
And I showed you guys the video of the IDF bulldozing Jesus. It happened shortly after Easter. You know, the most holy of all holy holidays in the Christian faith. Disgusting demons these people are.
complaints with police, but estimates authorities only take about 5% of them seriously.
Why would Netanyahu's government want to allow this kind of thing to happen?
I'll answer the question. The reason why is because he wants to get rid of the Christians in Israel. Obviously, what other incentive would he have? And it's working. He's a smart guy.
Only antagonizes Christians in America who support President Trump, who support Netanyahu. So isn't this harmful to him?
This is harmful to everyone. It's harmful to Netanyahu, who really wouldn't like to see that and to be embarrassed in front of journalists saying that this is not our way, that we really appreciate the Christians. But he has ministers.
In particular, Harani points to Israel's radical right-wing national security minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir. He's been sanctioned by the UK, Norway, Australia, and New Zealand for inciting violence against Palestinians. In a 2023 interview with Israeli media, Ben-Gvir,
fuck.
who oversees the police, said spitting at Christians should not be considered a criminal offense. His office didn't respond to our request for further comment.
I would say that it is on the rise because the government is turning a blind eye, and that has become slowly, something that is acceptable. Now, it's not only men, it's also women. It's not only children,
Oh, wow.
it's adults.
I stopped Israel,
Wow.
an Orthodox Jewish man, down the street from where the French nun was assaulted. He didn't want to give his last name, says he's never spit at Christians, but knows about it.
You've seen people sort of spit on the ground when priests walk by and things.
I know.
What do you think about that?
He knows. It's so fucking normal.
That's what I say. We're not by the level that we can say that we're more than other people.
Really? Because I don't know anywhere else in the world. I don't know anywhere else in the world. And listen, drop down in the comment section and link me the video. Please prove me wrong, because I'm getting ready to make a highly opinionated statement. I don't think Christians are treated worse almost anywhere else. Let me step back for a second. Outside of massacres and wars and things of that nature, but in terms of like a day-to-day basis, you know, because you hear shit going on down in Africa with the Christians and being slaughtered and massacred and all that shit. But you don't hear about just on a day-by-day basis, Christians are being spat on, they're being pushed around, they're being driven out. It's like, this is terrible. What do you mean this is not happening on a level that arises more than other places? I think not. And if it is, please again drop down in the comment section and let me know. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
People think that because we're already in Israel and in Jerusalem and everything, is we can be we're bigger people than other people. It's not true.
So you've seen it, but you don't agree with it?
For sure not.
Yet
Terrible.
despite the disapproval in official government posts and by many people here, Christians are increasingly feeling disrespected in the city at the center of their faith.
So here we are. So this is what an amazing, to be able to do the interview in the room of the Last Supper. I mean, only in Jerusalem can we do a story on Christians and do it in the room of the Last Supper.
One of the most holy places in all of Christianity.
Spit on or attacked or harassed?
Yeah, I have the spitting on the ground for me. It's every time I go to Jerusalem, nearly.
So every time you come to
Every
Jerusalem,
time
what,
she
they
goes to
spit in your
Jerusalem.
If I'm around the old city, it's yeah. Yesterday I did 200 meters outside the old city, and 2 persons were spitting in the ground before me. The most serious thing that happened was in October last year. We were several sisters and brothers at a meeting of religious in Jerusalem. A young man doubled me, and he turned around and he had his mouth full of water, and he spit the water right in my face.
So his mouth was full of water and just unleashed it in your face.
Yeah, and he ran away with his girlfriend or his wife, and they turned around, were laughing about us. And,
Did anyone intervene to help?
no.
It's terrible to be bullied
In
like
holy
this.
city,
It's
Christians are
horrible.
holding on to their faith, their history, and to a place where some now feel less welcome. Richard Engel, NBC News, Jerusalem.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking.
Yeah, guys, I don't have much good to say about this shit, honestly. Truly, I don't have much good to say about this shit because it's been happening. It's been happening for a very long time. It's inexcusable. It's unacceptable. And for a nation who we deem to be our greatest ally, mostly because of our Christian Zionistic faith, which is a fraudulent faith, by the way, but because of our Christian Zionism within our government, this is why we give them billions of dollars. This is why they are the biggest welfare bitch that America has on our payroll. It's Israel. We give them billions of dollars in the form of weapons and in the form of cash. You talk about welfare queens. It's not the black girl, the black Shaquisha with 5 kids and 3 different baby daddies who's draining the system. No, it's not Shakisha. It's Israel. She's the welfare queen that you should be bitching about and getting on Facebook to, type away about how your tax dollars are being stolen and given to people who don't deserve it. I can say that Israel does not deserve our tax dollars if this is the way that Christians are being treated in their country. These individuals should be severely punished. Jerusalem is one of the most, if not the most holiest place in earth for Christians. And they can't even make a home there. They're being driven out. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. But you guys are sheep because you guys don't want to be called anti-Semitic. You call me anti-Semitic, I'm going to just say, yeah, and. That's where I'm at. The phrase doesn't work on me anymore. Kiss my fucking ass. What else is new? But what do you guys think about this story? How do you guys feel about the sheer volume of evidence about Christians being driven out of Jerusalem and out of Israel overall? It's just, to me, it's crazy to just imagine that this is what we have to deal with from our greatest ally. This is our greatest ally. Our greatest ally, Israel. It's like, what? Hey, Pixie, in the middle of a storm. Hey, David Portillo Davila. Hi, Green Tea. I'm growing weary and intolerant of the overt hypocrisy. Oh, 100. Listen, I'm beyond tired. Beyond tired. Beyond over it. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. The disrespect is crazy. It is absolutely wild. The assault is crazy. People are breaking the law when they do these things to Christians in Israel. Yeah, so that's that. I don't really have much else to say than that because it's so fucking infuriating. But hey guys, it's Cho. Welcome back to the Cho Show. The first story, if that didn't piss you off, then this might piss you off even more. Who knows? We'll see. But we have another video from my crush, Tyler Oliveira, feature sponsor of this show. Yes, Tyler Oliveira is going to sponsor my show on YouTube one day. Yes, speak it into existence. But we have a video from him. If you didn't watch my last video reacting to his video about the Indians invading Portugal, because they are, and we're not talking about hot Indians, we're talking about Indians and, you know, Pakistanis and people from over there in Asia. The hot Indians are all here in America already. They're the American-born Indians. Now, they are hot. But if you didn't watch that video, go watch that video, okay? This video is, ironically, about Tyler Oliveira being deported from Israel. What an honor, right? He doesn't have to be around all of the pedophiles anymore, right? Because, you know, people, the pedos, they flee the U.S. when they're caught, and they go back to Israel where they have protections. Crazy, crazy shit, I know. But at least he doesn't have to be around those people anymore. Before we watch the video, I want to let you guys know that this video belongs to Tyler Oliveira, and this is fair use. I'm going to be criticizing, commenting, and reviewing his video. So thank you to Tyler, and please go check out the original video down below. Be sure to go give it some love, comment on his original video, like it, share it, all that jazz. Okay? But let's get into it. Let's get into it because it's a mess.
I just got banned from Israel upon arrival and deported back to America for anti-Semitic or anti-Israel content. I flew out of New Jersey on an El Al flight to...
I want to pause right at the jump. Because like we've talked about so many times, the word anti-Semitic is only being used to shield Israel from criticism. I want to remind everyone that criticizing Israel or the government of Israel or any social policy or foreign policy coming out of Israel does not mean that you're anti-Semitic. Because there are Jews who hate Israel, right? When we criticize Israel, we're not criticizing the faith. Well, listen, let me speak for myself. I am not criticizing the faith and the individual. I'm criticizing these paradigms, these ideas, these narratives, these policies. That's what I'm criticizing, okay? But just like the woke mob, the woke left, people who scream, anti-Semitic, 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 like those fucking cunts will always call you an anti-Semite because they can't say that you're wrong. They can't argue that you're wrong. So instead, they try to censor you. So sorry for the tangent, but let's keep going.
Tel Aviv on a plane with basically all Jews and had plenty of pleasant conversations and positive interactions on my way there. Believe it or not, a lot of Jews were excited for me to visit their country.
Where are we headed, boys? We're headed to Tel Aviv, baby.
But of course, I was being tracked the entire time, and photos of me circulated in Jewish WhatsApp groups.
Isn't that so crazy?
In the middle seat of the back of the plane. 12 hours in the middle seat later, I land in Israel, and my passport scan says to go find an agent. I'm then brought to the back office where my interrogation begins. I tell him I'm here to enjoy the beaches of Tel Aviv, see some holy sites, and maybe do some street interviews asking some of the world's oldest questions, right? He then asks if I'm here to provoke Jews, if I'm hiding anything, if I'm anti-Semitic. I tell him no, obviously. The agent then goes like, you can just be honest, this is Israel. As if I said, yeah, I'm anti-Semitic, that would somehow go over well upon arriving to Israel. But I tell him no, I'm not. I don't hate anyone, and I don't. He proceeds to watch my videos about the Hasidic Jewish communities in upstate New York and New Jersey, where I examine how they use welfare to afford 7 to 10 kids.
Which is true.
I try to
They're
explain the
scammers.
videos, and he eventually tells me to go
Sorry,
sit down while
they're
they deliberate
scammers.
my fate. About 30.
And again, by the way, let me introduce one more time. Tyler, for those who don't know, Tyler Oliveira does videos about scams and different groups scamming their governments. And he targets every fucking group. He targets white Christians. He targets Somalians. He targets Jews. He targets blacks. He targets Venezuelans. He targets everybody. If you're committing fraud, then he's coming after you. Perhaps if you don't commit fraud, he won't make a video about you. But it's anti-Semitic though.
30 minutes later, he tells me to come back in the room and states that he's spoken to his higher-ups and that I've been denied entry into Israel due to anti-Semitic or anti-Israel content. I'm then handed a paper that I have to sign, which falsely claims that I've attempted to illegally immigrate to Israel, which is obviously bullshit,
Crazy.
and I assume was done to prevent me from re-entering Israel for as long as legally possible, despite him telling me the real reason was due to anti-Semitic content. In fact, I checked Twitter and see that Israel's Minister of Diaspora and Combating Anti-Semitism is retweeting an Israeli news article that claims Tyler Oliveira, the Jew-hating YouTuber, is expelled from Israeli border on the orders of the Israeli minister. The fuck? He then quotes, I'm proud to have denied entry to Israel today to an unfortunate YouTuber who is using the harassment of Jews as a way to get clout on social media. Furthermore, let this be a lesson to all Jew haters and supporters of BDS. Whatever that means. For a second, imagine if me criticizing welfare use in black communities in America somehow got me banned from countries in Africa.
Imagine.
Or the welfare users in Appalachia somehow got me banned from Europe. This exception only seems to exist when it's regarding Jews. So I tell the agent, man, it's a shame I can't visit the biggest democracy in the Middle East. And he goes, well, maybe you can visit Afghanistan. They confiscate my passport, take me to a brief holding room with a bunch of Filipinos, and then tell me I have a flight out at midnight, which is like 8 hours later. Now, it's clear to me at this point that the unspoken strategy is they want the accusations of anti-Semitism they hurl at people like me to eventually become true, to then justify their very accusations. But the problem is, there is no hatred in my heart, only a resolve to see things as they are. So try to answer this. Why am I, as an American, not allowed to question my fellow Americans who happen to be Jewish and how our collective tax dollars are being spent in America? And why,
because they're a protected class,
to involve Jewish people, am I now labeled a Jew-hating anti-Semite, while our greatest ally, Israel, is the single largest recipient of American foreign aid in our history, then deports me, while their government officials publicly put the target on my back while I'm still in their country. Adjusting for inflation, U.S. aid to Israel from 1951 to 2022 totaled $317 billion, making it the largest recipient.
And I'm against all foreign aid. Let them people in Africa die from AIDS. Okay, cut that shit out from Israel. Let the Arabs bomb them. It's not our problem. Okay, cut that shit out from Latin America. Cut the foreign aid out to all these European countries who can afford their own shit. I'm against all foreign aid, all of it. All of it. And there's no sob story you can tell me to change my mind. And you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I know people on my block. I know people in my neighborhood who need help from this government, who need a safety net from this government, who can't get that safety net from this government. So why is it that this country is taking care of every other bitch on the planet instead of our own fucking people? I am no longer apologizing for wanting my people in America to be taken care of first. I'm no longer apologizing for that because I don't have to. The gaslighting ends. I'm sick of it.
Recipient of American foreign aid since World War II. But fun fact, we don't even have a formal mutual defense treaty with Israel. Yes,
of course not.
Our greatest ally is not even technically our ally. For perspective, the
Literally.
US has formal mutual defense treaties with all 32 NATO members: Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Thailand. And these treaties legally obligate the US to come to their defense if attacked and vice versa. The obligation is a two-way street, but not with Israel. In
Of course
summary,
not.
we've given Israel over $300 billion in cumulative aid. We vote UN resolutions to shield them from international law all the time. We provide them with the most advanced weapons on Earth. And American troops die in conflicts to uphold Israeli interests, all without a formal obligation for Israel to defend the US. No treaty, no legitimate alliance, no
Nope.
defense commitment.
Nope.
So they'll take our money, they'll let our soldiers die to eliminate existential threats to Israel. But I'm the second coming of Hitler if I get on a plane to visit the country that's the largest recipient of foreign aid that my tax dollars go towards.
Yep.
I get deported and called a Jew hater by Israeli officials for what? Looking for the truth? Is that illegal in Israel, the biggest democracy in the Middle East?
It is.
I've refrained from exploring this topic to the degree in which it deserves because I wanted to first report on important topics, boots on the ground in Israel, before I was inevitably banned. But now, there's nothing to lose.
Go ahead.
I'm effectively perma-banned from entering. I think it's time we examine how a small country of about 10 million people seemingly exert more control of American foreign policy
Let's talk
than
about
any
it.
other country on Earth.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I can't wait for the video to drop. Can't wait for the video to drop. Now listen, y'all, I was talking about how I'm a little bit upset actually, because I remember the other night on the live stream, I was talking about how, I was going to go to Gaza, Trump Gaza, and I was going to go luxuriate and lay out in the sun on the blood-soaked beaches of Gaza, right? When Trump's name is all over the shit. Trump Beach, Gaza, Trump Gaza Hotel. That's where I was going to stay. But listen, if Tyler Oliveira got banned from Israel, I don't think they're going to let me in it either. So I'm a little bit disappointed by this because I don't think I'll be vacationing in Gaza when they flip it around and turn it into a resort. But you win some, you lose some. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below. Are you for foreign aid? And if so, why? Why not? Let me know in the comment section below. And even bigger question. Is Israel our greatest ally? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Let me know. What do you guys think? Hey, Nigel. No, we weren't talking about Native Americans. We're talking about Indians with the turbans on their head. The curry. They like curry. I love curry, by the way. What is BDS? I have no idea what BDS is. We might as well change our name to the USI and put BB on the first digital ID cards. That part. United States of Israel. Put that motherfucker's face on the first digital ID cards. Absolutely. Foreign aid, wait, 300 billion, we could solve homelessness, fix our infrastructure, and feed every American and still have over 100 billion left over. Oh yeah, we could, but we got priorities, green tea. We've got priorities. We've got to support Israel. We got to do what Israel needs for their country's best interests. And if you argue against such, then you're an anti-Semite, you're un-American, you're a demon, you're a liar, you're hateful, you're a bigot, you're all of these things. Yeah. But they'll never call you wrong. They'll never call you wrong. Foreign aid is wrong unless we're getting financial aid from our other countries. Nope, we're not. We're not. We may be taking out loans from other countries, but just getting free money? Girl, for what? And the new Gaza resorts, you'll probably be able to read Trump from the airplanes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trump Beach. Absolutely. And a big billboard. Absolutely we will. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one more video to watch. Let's see. Can I get this to full? Okay, there's full screen. Okay. So we are talking about our third story of the night of tonight's live stream. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here, guys, in the chat room. Thank you for the lively discussion. We've got one more video, and this video was submitted by one of our regular chatters on the Discord channel. So again, if you want to see me react to videos, you need to join the Discord channel, okay? Post the video in Discord. I read every message in Discord. I read every single message in the Discord channel. Post your video there, and if I'm interested, I'll react to it over here on the show. But this video is about black women. It's about the Shakishas out there, okay? So if you're a Shakisha, we're talking about you, okay? But before we get into the video, we are using fair use material. This is copyrighted. This is by Prophet Sev over on TikTok. But we're going to be criticizing, commenting, and reviewing her video, okay? But I'll be sure to leave a link to her video in the description box below. So go over to TikTok and show her some love. I don't really get on the TikTok like that. I'm a millennial. I'm 36 years old. I don't do TikTok like that. But it was sent to me, so I got on it to watch this video. But if you're a TikToker, please go show her some love, because I need her to actually start a podcast at this point, okay? Because she spilled some tea. Let's get right into it, because she's going to spill some tea. I only watched half of it, and it was so good that I really wanted to watch the rest of it live with you guys. So let's get into it.
Continue to become baby mamas instead of wives until black women start taking accountability and being truthful with how they got in their situation. All of y'all did not get into the situation that you're in as a baby mama because you tried and he tricked you. However, I find that all of y'all want to run with the same exact narrative. Y'all forget that we see the way y'all live y'all's lives. We know the conversations that the families and your families are having with you. We see that you don't have a pot to piss in. We see that you already, before you had the baby, was all over the place. Even after the baby here, you still all over the place. People outside of the baby mamas know what's going on. It's just when the conversation comes up, the baby mamas want to deflect. Oh, well, we tried. Oh, some of us got poor because of trying to do this and do that. A lot of y'all were poor when you got pregnant.
Period.
A lot of y'all did not try. You did not try. You did not require commitment. You didn't require anything from the man that you got.
Let me stop, because she's cooking. She's sizzling, like she's stir frying with both hands. Like, homegirl is cooking up a storm, and y'all don't want to eat. Y'all don't want to eat what she's cooking, and I get it, because it's a tough pill to swallow. I understand, but you need to fucking listen. The core issue here is a lack of accountability. We all have fucking choices. Nobody told you girls to spread both of your legs to a man that you're not married to and to not use protection. And now you're pregnant, shocked, surprised, and appalled as if you don't know how biology 101 works. What? I think that we have gotten to a place in society where we forgot that sex is for. Now, I know that we live in a society where sex is for pleasure now, but biologically speaking, sex is for creating children. Okay? So that's what the body is trying to do when you have sex. The fact that I have to even explain this to you bitches is crazy. It's actually just crazy. But let's let her cook because she's got some more things to say.
Pregnant by. Until y'all start being honest about this, until y'all start telling these little girls, look, I didn't require he had a house. I didn't require he had a job. I didn't require he had a decent family.
A
These
ring.
little girls are going to continue to do it and think that they're victims behind. You are not automatically a victim because you decided to bust your pussy open and become a baby mama. And it's really getting old. It's getting fucking old. Y'all keep saying nobody chooses to be a baby mama. Yes,
you do.
Y'all do.
You do.
Opening up your legs and screwing, knowing you broke and he broke, is a choice. Letting him nut inside of you is a choice. And y'all have to stop because only 7% of pregnancies are due to failed contraception. Y'all.
Oh, we gotta rewind that one.
To failed contraception.
Did you hear that?
Y'all are horrible. Y'all.
Did y'all hear that?
And y'all have to stop because only 7% of pregnancies
7%
are due to failed contraception.
So what the fuck is the other 93% talking? What is the 93% excuse? What's the other 93% excuse? Now, come on now.
Y'all are horrible. Y'all are willingly getting pregnant by these niggas. Y'all think that it's cute when a nigga refers to you as his baby mama. Stop getting on this internet lying like you done tried and you didn't try. You didn't try. Black girls are...
Clock it. She was telling time. She was clocking the time. Every second of that video, she clocked it. She's 100% right. 100% right. She's not wrong in the slightest. But I bet you these comment sections are wild. I bet that people are trying to take away her black card. People are mad at her. Like, I bet you... Oh, wait. Oh, I think they're kind of... Oh. Oh no, they supporting the sister. Period. Well, if she got a YouTube, I'm gonna look up her YouTube if she got a YouTube, because she need a YouTube, because she needs to be educating these other black girls about the choices they make. Listen, these ninjas out here are crazy. They're not loyal. They're not respectful. They will bust on you and keep it moving swiftly and professionally. But you have a choice in the matter. Picking a partner is a very important thing to do in life. Having a child and choosing the father of your child is even more important, right? Y'all need to get it together. Y'all really need to get it together because it's exhausting. No one is looking at you as a victim anymore because you've made choices. You have autonomy. No one spread your legs open, put a gun to your head and said, take this dick. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. And if they did, you should be filing a police report. You should be filing a police report. Get out of our face. That will make you a real victim. But y'all want to do Olympic level mental gymnastics to somehow make it somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. I need people to take accountability. That's it. That's it. Like, and if you're going to go out there and be a slut, use protection, right? Now, I can sit here and slut shame all day long, but people are going to do what they're going to do. But if you're going to do what you're going to do, at least use protection, right? Because then I won't have to have my taxes increase to support you having a litter of children. Do me that favor. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This just pissed me off. Thank you, DPD. I missed that. Sorry. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you so much. I didn't think you would react to it live. Why not? A lot of women are single mothers because they weren't using their brains. They chose to do it and become single mothers. It's a choice. It's not hard to not get pregnant. These women knew who they were with. That part. They knew he didn't have a job. They knew that he didn't have a home. They knew that he didn't have a ring to give to her. And she still let him bang. She still let him fuck. She still let him get her pregnant. Those were all choices. Those were all choices. You made a choice. Stop. As long as it's cool to have multiple baby mamas, there will be boys talking girls into it. This is what will happen if there aren't fathers showing their daughters love. We need fathers. The black community, specifically the black community, we need strong fathers. We need present fathers. We don't need absent fathers. We don't need absent fathers. We need strong, present fathers to get these families back on the right track. Thank you for the jewels, David. I appreciate it. But if they have a baby before 18, then they'll get housing, food, everything, and never have to work. And then they never will work again. Because once you're in the system, it's so hard to get out of it. It's hard. Not because it's like actually hard, but because of the way it's set up. They set you up in a way where you have to become dependent on them, right? And then the mental behind being dependent on it. Like you get used to the entitlement. You get used to it, you get used to it, you get used to it, and it becomes even more extraordinarily hard to sever the ties of government assistance, right? It's terrible. It's terrible shit, y'all. It's really, truly terrible shit. That's all I can say about that story. It's sad. Very, very sad. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this particular story. Hey, Island Girl, what's going on, girl? Long time no see. How have you been? What's new? You just missed the last segment of the night. But we can hang out for a little bit since you're here. I haven't seen you for a while. By the way, I'm going to spend some time this week looking into adding a little bit of flair to the live streams. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's kind of a goal of mine. What is going on, Island Girl? How are you? So I don't know if you've seen other live streams, David Portillo de Villa, but you can add flair in the form of alerts. So for example, every time someone sends a super chat, a specific alert will pop up on your screen. It might have a certain sound attached to it. I actually have an idea of what I want to do for super chats. So I kind of want to do, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you yet. But it's something I say pretty often. And I want to tie it all together with the reference. Because what I say is referring to something else in pop culture. So I kind of want to tie it together. And so every time somebody gives me a super chat, I might start it at like $5, maybe like a $5 super chat will like trigger the alarm. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited at the prospect. Also, I might start having, you know, super chat goals or membership goals, like maybe have like a goal of getting one new member every live stream, something like that, something easy like that, I think would be good. So yeah, I don't know. I got some ideas. I've been good. Wanted to give you some love. Work and family time has been busy, but hoping to catch up. Listen, Island Girl, this is the season everyone's busy. I feel like spring leading into summer is by far the busiest because of graduations, school events. You know, it was just fucking cold for 4 or 5 months, so now bitches want to be outside again. So spring, summertime is like, just, it's very, very busy. I totally get it. I appreciate you stopping by. Some work tea. Our producer up and quit during our live newscast. In my almost 20 years that I've never. Oh my God, what happened there? Not in the middle of a newscast. Not while live. We'll do it live. Do it live. I want to find that Bill O'Reilly clip where he says he wants to do it live. Wait, I gotta find that clip. We're gonna watch it together because it's so funny.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Right. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and
that's
it
tomorrow.
For today, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Oh my God, that is the funniest. Listen, I'm sorry, but that is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. That is an iconic clip. If you perform any type of content live, whether you're a newscaster, a news reporter, you know, a TV host, you know, a live streamer, like there's just something about being live that I don't know. And I couldn't do what a lot of people do, newscasters, like reading the prompts and like it being super structured. Like I'm not really good at that. That's why even like these horizontal live streams, I have notes sometimes. Like I may have notes, but I'm still ad-libbing and adding my own conjecture, my own commentary and opinions throughout my notes, right? I would get so tongue-tied and twisted, like reading prompts. I just can't do it. I'm not that type of guy, you know? I can't do it. It was totally dumb. I think she was just burnt out. Our live shot was breaking up and the executive producer came in and questioned her judgment and she just said, fuck this and left. Oh. He would hate prompter now. It uses AI to listen to them and move automatically, but if they ad-lib, the machine gets confused and the anchor has to scroll it themselves and they hate it. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. But what are the benefits of the AI teleprompter? There has to be some sort of benefit, right? We'll do it live. Period. We'll do it live. She just left. Our generation don't give a shit. They really don't, honey. They really, really, really don't. She said, fuck this. And all because she was questioned, I would have answered the question and kept it moving. It saves money. I hated running prompter. It was a waste of my time. Fair enough. So it improves efficiency. I get that. I get that. You know, people hate it, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Well, guys, we're gonna go. It's been almost 60 minutes, so we are up. By the way, Island Girl, if you want to catch up on any of the live streams, go watch some of my videos. My videos have all the highlights of the different topics that we talked about. I think you will find some of them to be really interesting. So yeah, go watch that. Thank you guys for supporting. Be sure to like this live stream. And share, do me a favor, go watch one of my videos and share it with one person. Text it to them, send it to them on Facebook, but go take one of my videos and share it with someone. Like, really do that. I don't know, you guys have friends, right? If you have friends, then you can share my videos with one friend. I'm just asking that one big favor. Share it with one. Go to my YouTube channel, look at all my videos, and pick out the video you think would maybe impress a friend that you have or a loved one. Okay? Do that for me. Do that for me. I'm trying to grow here, and I need your support. I need your support in terms of growth because, I'm faltering these days. I'm trying to get my analytics up. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm definitely staying consistent, but I really do need to depend on the support of the community, and the legwork that we have to do involves sharing videos, engaging with videos, liking videos. That's really important. Instead of hiring a person for a little pay to scroll the wheel or splitting my skill for something menial. Oh, yeah. And she was Gen Z, the one that quit. Of course she was Gen Z. Of course. Gen Z don't care about having no job. Their mental health is in pieces, honey. It's just TV. We aren't saving lives. It's not open heart. Listen, I tell our employees at the restaurant this all the time. Listen, we're not doing open heart surgery. We're just serving food. We're just cooking food. We're not doing anything major. It's not that deep. It's never that deep. I don't get crazy at work like that. I don't get all frustrated and shit because I'm not getting paid enough to be that frustrated at work. Honestly, truly, sorry. It's just not that deep. Anyway, guys, we're going to get going. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching a video talking about the ruling by the Supreme Court in terms of redrawing civil rights and redrawing maps. And it's going to be a video that a lot of you guys are not going to like. I think my community will love it because we believe in ending racism. But for those out there that don't believe in that, who do want Jim Crow, who do want different races to be treated differently and other races to be treated poorly, you're not going to like tomorrow's video. But it's a really important video that we'll be sharing. I thought the very end of the video was like really, really fucking good. So yeah, we'll be watching that. And yeah, we'll have the we'll do the bonus post show momentarily. Give me about 10 minutes. 15. I'm gonna try to eat something real quick. I'm gonna eat something real quick, and then we'll be live in 10. Okay? Have a good one and see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, my latest video today was about Tyler Oliveira and him exposing the Indian invasion over in Portugal. So if you were looking to retire in Portugal, like so many have the last 10 years, the last decade, surprise, don't do it. Not a good place to vacation, not a good place